one, go. Hello there. If you're like me, you've been wondering what to do after you finish season, then this could be the video for you. Background, I finished season, actually I finished last season, autumn season, and ever since, I have no idea what to do. I've looked at some videos of what to do, and I think I know what I need to do. So today I'm going to show you what it is you could do. Also, please disregard some of the gear. Um, Obviously, you won't have the Tri Black Star or one of these two. I do recommend you get the ring first. There's gonna be another season coming up soon, so you can get the belt or whatever other accessory that they're going to give us or something. But this is generally what you're going to end up. You're going to probably end up with 240 AP, 305 DP. So once you're at this level, this gear score, a lot of new spots open up. And I'm going to show you what those spots are. So look forward. So the first spot we're going to be talking about is Histria. Histria is located in the desert. You can access it by going through a portal in the desert you can find randomly out there somewhere. If you need a guide on how to find it, I'll probably link it down below of the map that I use to find the portals for Histria and Achman. Or by the way, you can either go to Achman. So for Histria is one of the mid to end game grind spot, or it used to be before Stars End and before Sakraya. But it's still a really good grind spot because you can get Tongue Guide earrings there and compass pieces. So if you're looking for those, come to Histria. As you can probably see on the footage here, you can get around 60 mil an hour minimum, and I'm just basing this off basically on the trash loot because the scrolls and the shards, they are not that consistent here. It's like your trash or your money per hour is going to depend on whether or not you get those drops. But if you don't, it's still pretty good. 60 million now, it's not bad. And as you can see in this footage here, I am going through an event that happens in Histria. This is my first time ever doing it. And then from what I can tell is you basically have to kill that pillar thing, bash it down as fast as possible. You saw how long I took, and I got a level 2, I think. So the faster you are, maybe you can get more mobs and whatnot. One thing to know about Histria is that even though it's open to you after season, you really want to look at your class to see whether or not it can work or not. Suck Valk, to me, doesn't really work here as opposed to Achman, but if you think you can try it and you think that your class can try it, then by all means try Histria. It's a really good grind spot. Next is Achman, located in the desert, and you get here the same way you get to Histria. It was basically RNG dependent whether you get Achman or Histria. So with Histria, the mobs can be knocked down, and once they're knocked down, you want to use a shit ton of down smashes. They'll die very easily to those. In terms of loot, you can basically get the same thing in Achman as you would in Histria, but just a little bit less, since Histria is a much more difficult grind spot as compared to Achman. But if you think your class can handle it, by all means try it. Most classes can handle Achman very easily, in my opinion, and from what I've seen. So as you saw there was like a Kudum head in the room, and it's the event that appears in Achman where if you kill it quick enough, the mobs will get like a debuff, so it'll be a lot easier for you to kill them. And if you can see how I'm doing history, and now I'm pulling them up to a corner and I can just kill them like that. So one thing to note about Achman, there's a bunch of rooms, and you don't necessarily need to have a big room to do well in Achman, since the mobs, from what I can see, respawn very quickly, especially in the small room. They spawn very, very quickly. So if you want to try Achman as opposed to history, or if your class can't handle intro, then by all means try Achman. It's really good. I'm gonna be here for a while because it's the only mid to end game grind spot I can go to that I can do relatively well. But yeah, if you think your class can do it, class or classes. I don't know if you play one or more classes. Then it's good. Any class that has a crap ton or shit ton of down smashes is really good in Achman. So Achman is a good spot to be in. And like I said down there, 60 mil an hour minimum. But if you can get the Trangred earring, the shards, you'll bump up to like 90 to 100 mil an hour. So it's really good grind spot, especially after a season. You've just finished season. So try Achman if you can. Hello, post editing me here. I think made a mistake in the history session a bit. I said that the scrolls and shard aren't as consistent. I think what I meant to say, they're not as reliable. Like you could get them, you could also not get them. So don't rely on them too much. It's probably what I wanted to say at that time, but I probably forgot to or didn't mention that. It could be an afterthought. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to talk about Miramax. Going to talk about it pretty quick here, because Miramax isn't a place where you go to grind money. You normally come here to grind for EXP, since it's probably the best place to grind EXP. And also, I'm doing this solo. I know I'm doing it wrong. You're meant to go 3 to 5 man party, but I just want to try it, get some footage for this video. So basically, what you do here is you kill these mobs here and try not to go for that tree, that thing that just stays there. It spawns the mob. So try not to go for it if you can. If you can't, that's fine, I guess. But like I said, you're probably gonna come here with some people, and so if you see it in world chat or something, join them. Some good EXP. You can get to 62, 63, or 64 just from here alone. So it could be a really good spot for you if you want to get level 62 anyway. You don't have to rush it, but you could get it if you want. In terms of money per hour, I don't know because it fluctuates depending on the person or the class that you're doing it with. So it's not that reliable for money anyway. You're mainly coming here for the EXP. So yeah, if you want to get level 62 straight away after season, come to Miramax. It's the place for you. Okay, so now that I've gone through the money spots that you could go to get some quick buck for your next upgrade, now let's talk about the next upgrade that you want to get. So the general consensus is to get Tet Oregon boots. That's mainly because at Tet, Oregons work way better than Tet Musket, which is the Pentuvala you have. So as soon as possible, you want to get Tet Muskets. But there is one big problem here, especially in the SEA server. Look, I have a pre-order here. Let's check at how many pre-order Oregons have. Uh, there's 30. I ain't getting this anytime soon. That's why I decided to get my Tri-Black Star, because why the fuck not? If I can't get my Terror guns, I'm getting my Tri-Black Star. So yeah, you want to go for your Tet Oregon boots, because DP is really good and it will allow you to grind these spots a lot easier because you're not building wrong if you have your Tet Oregons as compared to using the Pentuvala or the Tet Muskins. So yeah, go for Tet Oregons. And if they're not out of the market, if they're not in the market, I suggest just saving up. Just save up until you can get your Tet Oregons with something else. So yeah, that's where you could go to next. So what else after that? Well, now that you're 240 AP plus, you can also now try to go for the infinite pot grind. So with infinite pot grind, you're going to be going to here, Blood Wolves, you're going to be going to Shira Ruins, Sharikan Acropolis, Mansions, Navarm Steep, and Forest Rolls. And you're going to be going here to be getting these items. Also, there's an infinite HP and there's also an infinite mana potion. I suggest going for the infinite HP since that's generally what people normally get first, and it's more useful for the majority of classes that don't have heals. So for the infinite HP part, you're going to be gunning for the Ash Half Moon Kaktunak from Blood Wolves. Sharikan, you're going to be getting Sharikan's Panacea, and going to the Tooth Fairy Forest, you're going to be getting the Wrongs Tintinabalum, or whatever the hell you say. Why did they name it this way? This is what you're going to be gunning for. And I say that this is the infinite HP part or the infinite potion grind, and I mean it is a grind. There are some people who are RNG carry, take what, 50 hours probably to get all three, or probably just to get one, or you can take up to 100 hours. It is a long grind, but it's worth it. You don't need to worry about pots anymore. Alright? Okay, so now let's talk about the infinite MP part. So you're going to be going to Navern Steep, which is the place where you can fight the Ahib Griffin Dark Rift boss, and how you get it is a bit weird. So what you do is, over here, I'll show some footage later. You're going to be killing the mobs and then using a tanning knife, and you'll get it there. Pretty odd, isn't it? Next, you go to Mansions, and at Mansions, you're going to be gunning for, let me see, put it up, oh, here we go. You're going to be gunning for here, Nart's Crimson Tier, and as you can see, someone is here at Shira Ruins, and over here, you're gunning for this, Mark Thanen's Gland. After you have all that, and the rest of the materials, you can get your infinite MP pot. Like I said, it's a very long grind. I haven't done it yet. I didn't even have any of the pieces. Some of my guildies probably have them, so one of them already got it. Ugh, lucky bastard. But yeah, it is a long grind, and you can go for it confidently now that you're 240 AP. But if you don't want to go for it, you want to get money, by all means do so. but there's something you're probably going to have to do in the long run. Or not, depending on whether or not you care, really. The main reason why you want to get it is because parts cost weight, and you don't really want to lose a shit ton of weight because it's very limited. Look at me, I did not pay to win any weight here yet, I think. So yeah, if you want to, you can, and if you want to, you can go for the grind and get you a infinite HP or MP part, depending on the class that you want. Or not really, depending on what you want for your class. I can't talk, fuck's sake. So yeah, that is what you could do after, you know, if you don't want to go for the money grind or you're waiting for your Ted Orgons. Could be a good thing to do. So this is the Forest Ronaros grind spot, and I'm not really going to be grinding. I'm just going to show you the amount of mobs here and to tell you that there isn't really a set rotation here. You basically just kill anything you see because any of these guys drop it. And FYI, this spot is like highly pretty much contested. I'm in Ovia, so probably that's why you're not seeing anyone, because majority says that this piece takes the longest. So you're going to find people, like I just saw someone there, you're going to find people grinding here. They're probably going to kill you. So get ready to fight back because, like I said, they're on their grind as well. So look forward to that. And now we have Shere Khan's Acropolis. So, like Forest Ronaros, there isn't really a grind rotation you can go off of. You basically just have to make your own because there's a shit ton of mobs here. And Shere Khan's has this weird gimmick where at daytime it looks like this, but at nighttime you saw that crystal there. You're gonna see them a lot around in this area. At nighttime you're going to interact with that and fight an elite. I think anyway. Like I said, I haven't done the grind yet. I'm just going off the videos I've seen. So yeah, this spot is also pretty much contested because it's another one of those annoying spots as compared to Cactum. For some reason, is a people don't really have trouble with that place. So yeah, be prepared for some people to kill you. Good luck on your grind. And now we get Cactums. So for this spot, I'm going to show you a rotation. It's going to be a pretty big rotation, but this is pretty much the main rotation you're going to be going off of to get your pop piece. And while this place is called Blood Wolf Settlement, you're not going to be killing the Blood Wolf, you're going to be killing the Cactums, which are the mobs that stand on 2 feet, and the elites as well, because they have the highest chance to drop the piece as compared to fighting the Blood Wolves. So yeah, the rotation is pretty big, but is the main rotation, so it's gonna be big. You're gonna run into the elites. You want to kill the elites. It's not that hard to kill them, but just kill them anyways. And look here, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big grind rotation, if I do say so myself. There's also a couple of other grind rotations that you can go to, but this is the main one. For some reason, this piece doesn't really give people that much trouble. People normally go here first just to get the satisfaction that they got a piece. But if you want to get these ads, up to you. So yeah, good luck with your grind. I hope you get it under 100 hours at each grind spot. It's a hell of a grind. Alright, so now let's talk about Navern's Deep. Like I said, it's pretty weird. You're gonna have to kill these mobs you see here, not the griffin, the fairies, whatever these things are called, the birds, and then you're gonna have to use a tanning knife on them. So you're gonna have a large energy pool. You'll get them there. I don't know why they made it. It's pretty weird, but I guess this is how you're gonna have to get it. I don't know much about whether like the drop rate of these because the infinite MP but isn't that popular to get. Only like certain classes really want to get them, or if you're just someone that wants to get both. People normally just mainly focus on the HP part. But if you want to get the MP part, this is what you're going to have to do. It's pretty weird, not gonna lie. I'm probably not gonna go for it, but I am. Eh, I don't know if there's a rotation here or not, but good luck. Now let's talk about mansions. You can see me actually grinding here because mansion is a pretty decent spot to grind. Not gonna to grind for money. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. There's a lot of mobs, but one of the weird things is that the mobs are spaced out. So if you are a slow class, you're going to have some trouble with this place. But if you're playing like Musa, Mewa, Lan, any of those really fast classes, you're gonna have a really good time. The rotation I'm using is pretty small compared to the normal rotations. I think the normal rotation is that you just go around, kill whatever. So yeah, just enjoy this small part of my rotation, and good luck for your pop piece. And now, last but not least, we have Shira Ruins. So Shira Ruins is similar to Forest Ranaros and Sharakan's Necropolis in that there isn't really a set grind rotation. You're just going to kill anything and everything you see. Like I said, is an infinite MP pot, so I don't know the drop rates on how long the average is, but from what I've heard, it's a pretty long grind. It is one of the treasures that Purvis put into the game, so good luck. I personally don't really like the spot. Just look at them. They're all spread out, so weird. Good luck anyways. But I've gone through what you could possibly do after you finish season. It's not really a lot of things else you could do. Well, there is one more place that you could go, which I purposely left out because it's the grind spot where you really want to have your Tet Oregon boots to go there first before anything else. That place I'm talking about is Hashra Cliff, but specifically, I'm going to be talking about here is Kratuga. Now I've tried Kratuga multiple times. I really like the spot. Um, but there's one problem with Kratuga, and that it's not really after season friendly, and it's that the mobs there are pretty tough, like really tough. Your first time there is going to be really rough if you don't have your Terrorgons. It's going to be really rough for you. All I can say is that it's going to be really rough, but it's a really good grind spot because you can get something called an L car, and if you get the L car, you're able to make the crystal of L car, 330 mil. Look at the pre-orders, 10 of them, 3 bill. So it's a really good grind spot. You can get Laytons there, and through a special event. And look, Laytons are like 100 mil on average, so really good money. You can also get Trongat rings, straight Trongat rings, not the pieces. So yeah, you can get those as well. To get to Tortuga, um, I probably won't show it here because I think the video is pretty long. It's around 22 minutes, probably going to be 25 minutes after I finish editing everything. But you're going to need a key, which is an ancient ruined slate, or you're going to need the black spirit. You're going to need the black spirit's claw piece. You need one. It's 24 mil. Look at that. It's very expensive. A lot of people are gunning for it. So yeah, you're going to need those if you're going to be going into Tortuga. And there's one mistake I made. I hopefully you don't make it when you go to Tortuga, and is that once you go there, make sure you do not go out until you have where is it? Tortuga, where are you? There you go. Until you have 3 of these to make the unsealed ruin slate. This is the other key to get in. Okay, so if you're going there, make sure you have 3 of these. Because 24 mil to go in is pretty rough. That's very expensive. Yeah, if you want to try Tortuga, by all means try it. There's probably guys out there that show you how you can get into Tortuga. And look down there, someone saying want to buy Terragon. See Terragon like the best thing to get after seasons. And there's so many people wanting. I need it so bad. I want to go to Tortuga. Another good thing about Tortuga is that you can infinitely stack on your horse there. Unlike Historia and Achman, you can't really do that there. But in Tortuga you can. Yeah, if you wish to go to Tortuga, make sure you have your Black Spirit's Claw, your Tight Oregon, and make sure once you're in there, you don't get out until you have 3 sealed ruin slate. I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching my video, and good luck on your grind.